Hey there, welcome back to another Friday sales tip with me, the real Jason Duncan, and results through integrity. Today's Friday sales tip is about how you treat and interact with people in your prospect's company. And my advice for you in this tip this week is to treat everyone with respect as if they were the final decision maker. Now, you might think that this goes without saying that, hey, I should treat everybody with respect at my prospect's business no matter what. But here's what I've seen over the last 30 years of selling professionally and not professionally. But as selling, I've watched a lot of salespeople treat people that they don't think are involved in decision makers as if they were somehow subhuman or less than important than anybody else. So what happens if you go into a secure building and you have to sign in, and they sometimes make you take their picture, put a sticker on your chest or whatever? How do you treat? It's typically a woman behind the counter. How do you treat her? Do you look her in the eye? Do you say hello? Do you thank her for that? Or is she just a speed bump in the process of you getting to the person that you want to talk to? And you don't engage her, you don't talk to her, you don't treat her with respect. Now, that doesn't mean you treat her with disrespect either, but maybe you're just dismissive. Maybe you're aloof and you're not paying attention to her. Or what about people that you pass in the hallway on the way to meet with the decision maker? What about the administrative assistant who helps you and says, "Can I get you some coffee?" or "Would you like some water?" How are you treating all those people? Or what if you happen to talk to someone in the operations team? Maybe it's a maintenance person or an engineer, and they're not decision makers, but you're working with them on some aspect of the project that you're pitching. How are you treating these people? A professional salesperson will treat every single human being in that organization as if they were the decision maker. Because here's the thing, those people may not be decision makers, but they're all influencers. And the influence that they have, you don't know. You don't know if the owner or the decision maker of that company sits and chats with the lady at the sign-in desk every day and says, "So, what vendors came in today who treated you nice? What vendors came?" You don't know if he's asking those questions or not. But if you come in and you're aloof and dismissive and you don't pay attention to her, or you treat her rudely, or you act as if you're presumptuous, as she should know who you are, like, what happens if she has that level of influence to say, "Well, that guy, the Jason guy that came in early, he was kind of a jerk." And of course, the owner, the decision maker, may say, "Well, he was perfectly polite and a gentleman and I loved him." But when he finds out that I treated his front desk person with disrespect, it may influence the sale in a negative way. So my tip for you today is make sure that no matter what you're doing, no matter who you're talking to in that organization, whether it's by email, by letter, by text message, or by smoke signals, whatever it happens to be, make sure that you treat all those people with respect as if they were the decision maker, because honestly, you don't know what type of influence they've got. If you haven't followed me on YouTube and subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/C for channel /The Real Jason Duncan, and you can get access to my content. I've actually had a channel on another private email address for a very long time, and I've been in the process here in 2021 of moving everything over. So I would really significantly appreciate it if you would go subscribe to that channel and let me know if there's any content that you would like to see. If you're on LinkedIn or Instagram, I invite you to follow me at The Real Jason Duncan on either of those platforms. Be happy to engage. I love getting direct messages from people to say they saw these Friday sales tip videos because I want to provide good content. And I want to do a plug for a couple of things. I've got a brand new online university called Results University. The logo is right here. That's going to be launching very soon. And I'm going to be teaching online the 5 core subject areas of entrepreneurship, leadership, sales, financial literacy, and then spirituality and faith. And so if you're interested in getting a premier world-class online education in any of those topics, I want you to go to resultsuniversity.org and sign up to be notified when the university drops. Now, some of you may be watching this video much later and the video or the Results University has already dropped. But for those of you that are watching it current and live when I release this, make sure you go there. And the other thing is the Root of All Success podcast. It's my podcast where I interview some of America's most powerful entrepreneurs and how they grow incredible companies. And I look deeply at the 5 P's of success and how they use those 5 P's to get to where they are to be successful, and how you can do the same thing. So I want to plug those 2 things, Results University and the Root of All Success. I will see you next Friday when we go over another Friday sales tip. And remember, until then, Jesus is King.